Trackers gonna live the nation, and Spectrum's got such supervision. M.A.S.K is the mighty power that could save the day. M.A.S.K, no one knows what lies behind the mask charade. M.A.S.K, always riding out on Venom's trail. Comes to the laser rays, fire away.
Hey everybody, it's Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and welcome to this episode of Behind the Mask. If you've been following the channel for a little while, you know that I've taken some tries at beating the Commodore 64 mask games. There's 3 of them. I can't do it. I even did it with a cheat code, and I couldn't do it. They're okay. One of them is infuriating, and you know which one that is. I'll have the link to my tries in the description, but I'm probably not going to go back to play those again unless I really want to torture myself. But I don't know if you knew this, but there was a board game made for M.A.S.K, and I don't remember it too well. I remember I had it when I was a kid. I had to reacquire it, and I actually found it in a shop in Portland where we were kind of going on our vacation up to Maine. It was pretty cool to find it in the wild. I think it was like $10, give or take. It said M.A.S.K on it. I was going to buy it in the middle of nowhere. Had to. So I want to play it. I want to review it. But what I want to also announce here real quick is, well, I want to do a Zoom hangout with some people and record a first future episode where we just kind of hang out and we'll play the board game together. I don't really have the logistics kind of laid out on it yet. I figured now I have the use of multiple cameras. We'll be able to fixate a shot on the board and just kind of hang out. And I won't cheat, I promise. I won't. We'll hang out, talk to M.A.S.K, and there's 4 people that can play it at once. If other people want to hang out and watch too, you're going to be recorded and on a future episode. So if you want to join the first 4 people that have a comment, timestamp wise, or the first 3 people, you're welcome to join in. We'll figure out, date and time that works, for the majority, and I'll do the best I can with that. Well, let's take a look at the game here. So I gotta reposition myself here and get in place. The only place I can play this in here is on the floor. So please join me on the floor. Let's also take a look at the box too while we're here. So here's the game. It's got multiple M.A.S.K logos on it, made by Parker Brothers. Parker Brothers Raid and Rescue game. Let's see here. 2 to 4 players, ages 6 to 12. So I'm way out of the range of this, but don't tell the box. Caution, not recommended for children under the age of 3. Contains small playing pieces which could be swallowed. Must be a series 1 thing. Here's the back of the box. Ultimate play time, 20 minutes. Equipment, game board, deck of 48 cards, 4 vehicle movers, and 2 dice. My version's missing a dice, so I had to steal some from Yahtzee. It's just how life works sometimes. Object, your mission as a member of the M.A.S.K force. Interesting that they call it that on here. I like that. Is to rescue 5 pairs of M.A.S.K super vehicles that have fallen into the evil hands of Venom agents. You must wind your way through enemy territory, avoid sudden attacks, and raid Venom hideouts. Capture a pair of super vehicle cards, and your conventional vehicle taken is transformed. After a pair of super vehicle cards and your conventional vehicle token is transformed. With it, you'll be able to leap obstacles and take shortcuts. But beware, agents disguised as fellow M.A.S.K members will stop at nothing. Take back But beware, Venom agents disguised as fellow M.A.S.K members will stop at nothing to take back the sophisticated M.A.S.K super vehicles. Skills encouraged: picture matching, counting, color matching, elementary strategy. The math thing's really going to throw me off, the counting. But um, so I'm going to show you the directions here real quick, and I'll leave it on the screen. You can freeze it if you want for a second and give it a read. I'll also kind of break this down too, and on the website I'll have kind of the full layout of this. Unless M.A.S.K has already done it, then go there. So here it is up here. So I already went through the setup process. Before we start playing it, we'll go through essentially a couple turns of it just so you can get an idea of it. These are the game pieces that it came with, and these are worse than like anything I've ever seen. So we're going to get rid of these. Here's the colors. And we're going to go with the custom Lego figures that I did. We're going to give some of the characters that don't get a lot of credit on the show some time in the sun here. So we got Nevada, Ali, Calhoun, and Floyd Malloy. There we go. All right. So play. Now, normally you roll a dice to see who goes first. Since I'm the only person here, I'm going to do that. So I got a 6. Now, the interesting thing with this is that you can move, but you don't have to use up all your actual movements itself. It's kind of weird on that front, but it'll make a little bit more sense once we actually get to a point here. So I'm going to move in any direction. I'll start with Ali since it's closer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I landed here. Now I get to pick up one of these cards. Now we have face down cards as well. And if you went over the instructions, the name of the game here is do you try to get 5 pairs and or Boulder Hill bunker cards in your deck. If you have that, then you win the game. We're not going to get to that point, but I'm going to simulate some of it for you. Here's the deck that I have in front of me. So you can see that I have one Boulder Hill bunker card already, a Switchblade, Piranha, and Condor. And for the sake of the game, you know what? I'm going to turn what the other guys have up, just so we can see it. All right, so over here we got a Venom card, a Boulder Hill card, and a Gator card. The Venom card lets you steal a bunker card or a pair from a person. So it's almost like a go fish kind of deal there. I don't want to cover too much of the board up, so I'm not going to get it all in the shot. So this person has 2 Switchblades already, a M.A.S.K card, which blocks the Venom card from being used, and a Rhino. Okay. And then all the way over here, we got Rhino, Piranha, a M.A.S.K, and a Venom card. So that person's pretty well set up. So this is Ali's turn here, and he has a Venom card. Now, in the instructions, it doesn't say that I can play this card right away. So I'm going to go on the assumption that it goes into my deck for now, and that's where it'll go. If I was to play this card, and I said, hey, if I'm looking over here, let's say I want to straight across to Floyd Malloy, and I said, hey, I'm playing this Venom card. Well, if I were him, I wouldn't even play the M.A.S.K card because I don't have any pairs, so this card essentially becomes worthless. And when a card's played like this, you put it aside, and then you reshuffle into the cards if the decks on the sides go down. So, holding on to this for now. Now it's Nevada's turn. Goes to the left. So we rolled a 9.
Let's move them around here so we can stop anywhere too. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll stop there. So with Nevada landing on that space, the same one as Ali, oh, they're fighting. I get to take one card from Ali's hand without looking. So you would have them all here, so I would hold them up and, you know, here. So he took this one without looking, so I lost a card, and that ends his turn. So next up is Floyd Malloy. 6, so over here. And he picked up a Condor. So we put that into this deck. Now it's Calhoun's turn. There wasn't anything here about doubles, so you can make that rule up if you want. Kind of weird though. Calhoun, so does Calhoun want to go over here and try to steal a card? Or do we want to go over here and try to pick up one? So for the sake of the game, let's go over here. Now I'm going to pretend that I'm stealing one without looking. Now the M.A.S.K card only blocks when you use the Venom card. It doesn't block from somebody landing on the same space as you and taking a card. So keep that in mind. So now he's got 2 pairs. So if he lands on purple, or if he lands on that kind of tealish color, he can take shortcuts. And we'll get to that in a minute. So now Ali's back up. Now I can move in any direction here. So I rolled a 7. Now, there's not much is really going to happen here for him. He doesn't have anything to go with. So I'm just going to move him back this way over here. And we'll call that his turn. We got Nevada back up. He's got a 9. Now, he can go over here and steal a card again. So, you know, he can go here and do that. So we're going to steal another card. And we're going to pretend like we stole this one without looking. So now he's got 2 of those. So pairs or the bunker cards or get you the win. All right, this is Floyd. So he's got a 4. Oh. Sorry, Calhoun. But there was also a rule here too that you can't go back in your turn. Like, so I rolled a 4. You can't go 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to take the spaces. All right. So now Calhoun is up. He rolled a 5. So Calhoun, what he can do, he has 5 total moves. If I move to the first purple spot, since I have a pair of Rhino cards here with the purple, 1, 2, and then this space doesn't count, so then 3, 4, 5. Now, there's not really a big advantage there unless you are, you know, trying to get to a spot that you need to get to, or if you're, you know, trying to steal a card from somebody. So now it's Ali's turn again. He's got a 10. So I can just go backwards and steal a card from Nevada, but I'm going to go and just stop here because I need cards here. So what did I pick up? I got another Venom card. All right, so that ends my turn. Now I can use the Venom card again if I needed to. So now I'm Nevada, and I'm going to use the Venom card, and I'm going to try to steal from Calhoun. But Calhoun is going to play the M.A.S.K card and block the turn. So when you're doing that, if you're successful, when you steal the cards have to come over and they have to stay up, knowing that you have that. But now, if I use this card, then you know that I have a pair of something. So you keep that in mind and as you're playing through the game. So I'll move these off to the side now. That was Nevada's turn. Now we're up to Floyd. He rolled a 9. We'll go this way for him. All right, so what do we got here? Got a Boulder Hill card. So we'll put that down. And now it's Calhoun's turn. So he's got a 10. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we landed on a Venom hideout spot. And what happens here is I get to take one card from Ali. Sorry, buddy. And I also get to take a card from here. Got a switchblade. So I got 3 now, which doesn't help. I mean, it helps if I get another switchblade, but it doesn't help with that pairing there. So Ali is back up. He's got a 3. Not much going on there. Nevada's up. He's got a 12. So Nevada is going to go over here, and we're going to land, and I get to take a card without looking, but I looked. And we got another Venom card. So right now, Nevada has 3 sets, or 3 of the things required that he needs to win. Back up to Floyd, a 3, not much going on there. A 5 for Calhoun, 1, 2, 3, so he's going to stop here, and he's going to take a card blindly, and he'll get Gator. And back to Ali, he's got a 7, and 3. So Ali's going to take a card. He's going to get Gator. Pick a card up. A Venom card. So now what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Calhoun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I landed there. So what happens is, even though I landed here, I get to move to this space. And if I had other moves after that, I could use them up, but I got to move an extra space there. All right, we got a 10 for Ali. Where do you want to go? Got a 10, so you get to take a card from that guy. So we got the Venom card there. Nevada, a 6. Floyd, 8. Calhoun, 10. So he's going to stop there and pick up a card. So he's got 3 now. So Ali's up. And Ali's going to use a Venom card since he has 3 of them. He's going to use it against Floyd. Now we're up to Nevada. We got a 7. And we're going to stop here. We're going to steal a card. And let's say that we got this one. So we got 3, 4, 1 more, he wins. Calhoun's up. 6. Ali. You're going to take a card because you are hurting, buddy. He's got 2 Gators now. Floyd. 2. Let's see. Does he have any cards to play? No. So Nevada's going to go here, and he's going to take a card from Floyd. Piranha. And that's game, set, and match because he has that pair, this pair, and then the 3 bunker cards for Boulder Hill. So you can see the game still has some playable value. And these do pop up on eBay from time to time. I've seen them on Etsy as well. Like I said, I found mine in the wild for $10. I would imagine that a complete set would go for about 20, roughly. Box is in okay condition. Again, for me, box isn't that important. It is for this to confine it all when you're not playing it. But for the most part, as long as you upgrade the game pieces and have at least 3 other people playing with you, it makes it a fun time. Remember, I'm going to do a video, a Zoom meeting with everybody in it, or we just kind of hang out, play the board game together. We'll keep track somehow. I'm going to work on the logistics of it. But if you want to join that, post in the comments. I'll take the first 3 people as playable people. and anybody else is welcome to join it and watch whenever that comes around. So until next time, please like, comment, and subscribe to help keep M.A.S.K alive. And this is Bill from Matt-Trakker.com, and I'll talk to you later.
Spectrum's got such supervision. Na 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 na.